welcome to a new episode of Tom's Geeky Garage. Today we're going to take a look on how I made this epic 14-inch figure of Egon Spangler, heavily inspired by the 88 miles per hour comic book, the artwork by Mark Brooks, the real Ghostbusters, and a little bit of my own design. So yeah, if you like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe, and let's take a look and get started on this guy. Okay, starting this project out, I've been heavily inspired by the Sideshow statuettes and statues they do over there of the DC comic heroes and stuff like that, and wanted to do something in that scale. I've been wanting to do something in a large scale for a long time and just haven't done it. So yeah, I decided to do that, and looking online, I knew I wanted to do something Ghostbusters, duh. So I basically looked up, I basically typed in Egon comic and looked at some of the comic artwork, and I originally was going to do the Egon from the cover of the 88 mile per hour Ghostbuster comic because I like the look of that kind of darker McFarlane looking Egon. But then I came across this artwork by Mark Brooks. He's apparently a DC Marvel artist who did some Ghostbuster concepts for the comic book early on, and I really like the look of his Egon here. So I thought this would be a good starting place for me to start. Next, I jumped into Cinema 4D and started to sculpt. I started with basically a humanoid starting block that Cinema offers, and started sculpting the head. I did the head first. It took about 4 hours to sculpt the head. After the head was pretty much nice looking with all the pores and everything, I moved on to the body. The body took another day and a half to model because all the little gadgets and gizmos, and I had to make a custom pack. Mainly because in the concept art, you don't get to see what the packs look like that Mark Brooks would have designed, so I designed my own here. I tried to make it look as much like the original, but also totally custom, so a lot of the same shapes and mechanisms are there to kind of make it feel like it's part of the world, but it's a completely new design. Alright, so after we got all the sculpting done, which like I said took about 2.5 days, we moved to printing. Printing, whew, wow, what a nightmare. No, I'm just kidding. My prints came out perfectly the first time. It's just they were such a large scale than I'm used to. It was a little bit of anxiety, hoping they don't fail because they take a lot of resin at this scale, and they each took about 17 hours to print. After getting the prints all cleaned up, it was time to move on to paint. Painting's pretty straightforward. I didn't do anything really special here. I base coated the main body with a green Egon real Ghostbuster type color. After it was base coated, I went in and did all the detailing as far as painting the belts and the gloves and all that jazz. The head itself was a little different of a paint process because I started out with a flesh tone print, and then basically did multiple different transparent washes to kind of bring out the skin tones and the shadowing and all that. And after that, it was basically assembling and adding all the decals. So let's take a quick look of what the final product came out looking like. I think it came out really beautiful. It's a great scale. It has super amount of detail as far as all the material and every stitch inside the fabric. I really like it. I'm going to put it on display for a while and then maybe donate it to Ghost Corps or something and put it on display there. I don't know yet, but if you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.